call comes first. Yeah. I wake up with clarity because his voice leads my priorities. I stop giving energy to things that drain my focus. God directs my steps, so I move with intention. I don't wait for approval from people who misunderstand growth. When he speaks, I don't argue with the assignment. I drop fear because his direction carries protection. I step forward without dragging old habits along. My past cannot guide what God prepares. I leave confused because obedience creates order. I take responsibility to my calling and stop delaying change. I walk away from comfort so I can meet his purpose. Every step forward is a signal that I trust him. I don't let doubt negotiate my obedience. I stay consistent because his plan requires discipline. I stand firm because my strength comes from him. When God says move, I'm stepping without hesitation. No delays, no excuses. No. I used to hesitate because I feared losing what felt familiar. Now I realize obedience unlocks what I prayed for. I move because stagnation kills purpose. Every slow step delays progress meant for today. I won't let insecurity stop my assignment. I follow the path even when I don't see the full picture. God doesn't wait for my comfort to activate his timing. If I want growth, I must leave places that keep me small. Excuses don't build destiny, actions do. I won't let old and void speak in my new direction. When God pushes me ahead, I don't negotiate with fear. I reject any mindset that keeps me in circles. Forward movement requires mature decisions. I choose growth even when it challenges my habits. I choose obedience even when it stretches my strength. I keep my eyes forward because the past holds nothing new. When God says move, I'm stepping without hesitation. I touch God's time with distractions because they block my assignment. I protect my energy because purpose needs focus. I walk away from conversations that weaken my confidence. I distance myself from people who value growth. I remove habits that steal time from my calling. I stop forcing spaces where God never sent me. I leave cycles created by fear and pressure. I stop carrying guilt for choosing forward momentum. God gives instructions that require full commitment. I refuse to stay where his presence is not leading. I break patterns that once felt normal but kept me stuck. Growth demands uncomfortable decisions and I'm ready for them. I trust God's plan even when the process feels heavy. Nothing changes if I stay still, so I keep moving. Obedience is my advantage in every season. When God says move, I'm stepping without hesitation. I step into rooms with confidence because God opened the door. I don't shrink myself to match old expectations. I take opportunities he places before me. I stay grounded because pride destroys progress. I walk in humility but refuse to ignore my calling. I'm not returning to environments that held me down. I outgrew the voices that doubted my calling. I stopped carrying guilt for walking away from chaos. God opened new paths that required a better mindset. I won't stay attached to what drains my energy. I'm cutting off habits that make me feel small. I move forward even when the past tries to pull me back. I don't need approval from people who never understood my growth. I'm leaving excuses behind because they block progress. I'm choosing discipline because destiny requires focus. I stop responding to situations that no longer match my purpose. I'm letting God handle what I can. I'm not repeating cycles that kept me stuck. My steps are clearer because I'm moving with intention. God is leading me, and the past has nothing left for me.
I'm done looking back. God's taking me forward. I'm done looking back.
I let go of relationships that made me ignore my worth. I release conversations that reopen old wounds. I stop explaining myself to people committed to misunderstanding me. I'm not returning to pain just because it feels familiar. Comfort doesn't equal purpose, so I walk away. I refuse to chase friendships that walk away from growth. I'm not carrying no bitterness into a new season. I forgive, but I don't go back. I'm done investing in places that never pour back into me. I let God heal what people mishandle. I won't let emotions block assignments. My peace matters more than opinions. I walk forward, baby, cause my calling requires maturity. I trust God with the process, even when it feels heavy. I won't look back, cause freedom is ahead.
I'm done looking back. God's taking me forward. I'm done looking back. God's taking me forward.
I stop replaying memories that weaken my confidence. I don't let regrets sit in my head. I change my thinking so progress becomes natural. I replace old patterns with discipline. I focus on solutions instead of past mistakes. I let God define me, not what I used to be. I choose faith cause doubt kept me stuck. I use my time wisely because purpose needs structure. I see myself differently because God upgraded my identity. I control my reactions so emotions don't rule my decisions. I stay present cause anxiety can't grow where peace lives. I trust that God's plan is bigger than my timeline. I let go of fear because it held me hostage. I renew my mind so progress becomes consistent. I walk in clarity because confusion belongs to for the old me. Yeah.
I'm done looking back. God's taking me forward. I'm done looking back. God's taking me forward.
I'm building a future that honors God's direction. I'm putting in work so progress has evidence. I don't compare myself cause comparison kills focus. I stay committed even when results come slow. Stop wasting time on people who stay stagnant. I build habits that support the person I'm becoming. I move in silence when God tells me to. I prepare for opportunities to sense, but now I'm chill as I lose when I'm all my sins.
Who is those pain?
I'm not staying when growth stops. Comfort doesn't build strength. I step into challenges because faith develops under pressure. I stop expecting easy paths when purpose requires effort. I trust God when the next step looks unfamiliar. I move forward even when others stay stuck. I stop relying on feelings because feelings shift too fast. Faith gives me stability when the moment feels uncertain. I follow God's direction even when people don't understand. I believe He sees what I can't. Step out can stand still. It's no longer an option. I choose obedience over comfort and I let God stretch me. The stretch and builds capacity. I walk forward backward doesn't fit the new season. My life moves because God leads.
Great old thing, forward by faith. Ooh, that's my only direction. Forward by faith. Ooh, that's my only direction. Trusting God's lead.
I trust His timing more than my own deadlines. I stop rushing ahead when He tells me to slow down. I don't fear the unknown because He stands it already. I let Him set the pace so I don't burn out. I move knowing He strengthens me for every step. I understand that obedience brings clarity. I choose His will even when it challenges my habits. I let His word guide my decisions. I stop overthinking and start trusting. I release control because control kept me anxious. I walk with peace because God directs my steps. I move even when the path feels incomplete. Faith becomes action when doubt loses space. I say yes when He calls me forward. My steps are in line because He knows destiny.
Forward by faith. That's my only direction. Forward by faith. That's my only direction. Less than bottom.
Where am I going? How about waiting in fear? I learn as I walk, not as I freeze. Every challenge builds something new in me. Every trial strengthens my character. Every test reveals where I need God more. I don't fear mistakes because God can redirect anything. I refuse to stay in places that don't grow me. I choose purpose over comfort. Every time forward movement increases confidence. Faith grows stronger when I keep walking. I'm not hiding from responsibility. I'm taking ownership of my calling. I'm stepping into new levels with courage. I'm becoming the person God designed through progress. I walk by faith, because faith keeps me moving.
Forward that
It doesn't make my decisions anymore. Worry doesn't control my pace. I'm not predicting failure before I tried. I silence doubt because doubt slows momentum. I don't let insecurity talk me out of opportunities. I don't shrink when God tells me to step up. I stop thinking small because he thinks bigger. And walk boldly because he strengthens me. Release the feels of hate people's opinions. I let God find my identity. I trust his power when my strength feels low. I move forward even with small faith. Big small faith still moves mountains. I refuse to freeze when pressure hits. No the moves down the care. Although I'm moved, even moments only stare. There's a truth to follow. It's both the think I'll kill with the stack wig. Whoa. I'm done waiting for the perfect moment. I'm done in acting like I have unlimited time. I'm done letting fear slow down what God already approved. I stop talking about change and start doing it. I stop depending on motivation and start living with discipline. I stop asking for signs where he already gave me direction. I move because God said move. I refuse to sit on gifts he expects me to use. I stop letting hesitation block opportunities. I stop letting excuses become habits. I stop ignoring the nudge in my spirit. I start choosing progress over comfort. I start showing up even when I feel unprepared. I start acting like what I prayed for is possible. I step forward because the layers cost me enough. Yeah.
No more delays. God's calling me today.
Breaking habits that slow growth. I stop wasting hours scrolling with no purpose. I stop letting distractions ruin my schedule. I stop waiting for motivation to magically show up. I create structure because structure builds results. I set priorities that match God's plan for me. I commit even when the task feels boring. I stop quitting because something feels hard. I stop overthinking simple assignments. I stop comparing my progress to people ahead of me. I stop letting pressure turn into paralysis. I replace procrastination with small daily steps. I stay see because consistency multiplies progress. I stay focused because focus brings clarity. I stay accountable because accountability builds growth. I move because delay steals destiny. Yeah.
No more delays. God's calling me today.
Responding to God without hesitation. I move when he speaks the first time. I don't wait for circumstances to feel comfortable. I don't wait for people to confirm what God already said, I don't slow down because others don't see the vision. I take the step even when I don't see the full path. I trust his judgment more than my fear. I walk forward because obedience opens doors. I act immediately because delay kills momentum. I choose his instruction over my doubts. I choose his direction over my habits. I choose his timing over my impatience. I say yes even when the assignment feels bigger than me. I show up because it equips me as I go. I respond with faith instead of waiting for guarantees. Forward movement is my answer to his call. Yeah.
Oh, no more delays. God's calling me today. God's calling me today. No more delays. God just calling me today. God just calling me today.
I set goals that match my calling. I build routines that support growth. I work even when I don't feel inspired. I stay consistent even when the pace feels slow. I develop habits that build long-term strength. I organize my priorities so nothing distracts me. I stop wasting mornings with no direction. I stop letting nights disappear with no purpose. I track progress so I stay intentional. I use my time wisely because time is my seed. I protect my focus because focus is valuable. I handle responsibilities without complaining. I woke up with a new mindset, focus sharp. No noise in my head, just peace in my heart. I'm done chasing things that pull me off track. I'm done carrying weight that kept pulling me back. God showed me a lane I never noticed before, a door I couldn't open, now he opened the door. I'm not guessing anymore, I'm moving with intent. Every step I take now feels heaven sent. I'm learning trust is playing without stalling. I'm learning obedience isn't just call it's walking. I'm seeing how he lines things up in silence. No hype, no rush, just divine alignment. I cut distractions that blur my vision. I stopped explaining my process to people who never listen. God gave clarity, simple and direct. Now I'm stepping into purpose with zero regret.
New path unlocked, His purpose is clear. I'm stepping with faith, I'm moving with no fear. Doors open wide, I know I am here. God made a way, the shift starts here.
The season feels different, everything's shifting. My thoughts got lighter, my spirit uplifting. I'm not chasing validation, I'm chasing assignment. I'm not stuck in old battles, I'm done with confinement. I used to force moves that God never approved. Now I wait, now I listen, now I let and choose. I'm not driven by pressure, I'm guided by truth. He shows me where to stand and when to move. People don't get it, it's fine, I'm not offended. Purpose isn't group work, it's individually intended. I'm not wasting time trying to fix old seasons. I'm stepping ahead because God gave me reasons. Opportunities coming that I didn't expect. Connections forming that feel correct. It's not luck, it's grace setting things in place. It's God moving pieces I could never replace.
New path unlocked, His purpose is clear. I'm stepping with faith, I'm moving with no fear. Doors open wide, I know I am here. God made a way, the shift starts here.
I walk different now, not perfect but steady. My heart is focused, my spirit is ready. I stop rushing growth, I let him lead. I stop chasing status, I plant good seed. Every day feels like a step toward purpose. Every challenge exposes what's working beneath the surface. I don't panic when things stretch me or test me. Pressure doesn't break me, it prepares me. God gave me vision, clear and sharp. He replaced old fear with a trusting heart. I'm not who I was, my mindset's grown. Stepping into a calling that feels God own. I'm building discipline, a brick by brick. I'm letting go of patterns that never click. I'm seeing progress I never saw before. This new path fits me, it's what he made me for.
New path unlocked, His purpose is clear. I'm stepping with faith, I'm moving with no fear. Doors open wide, I know I am here. God made a way, the shift starts here.
I'm done trying to blend in the space that me. Then the light friends, then I still get the friend. If you can't truly dumb, it's like the out on the stairs. There's no gap that they gone rams up down in the shank. Still I ain't, not just a one, it's taller, I can decide. But I'm sending out across in the crowd, the no dries. My own is lost too long when this kid out the room. That's why I'm posting this means on the light is the noon. Them other workers trying to steam about the leaf in the groove. Feel when you feel the different powers, different to move. Yeah, if you was dreaming with the don't live alone. Who got me now, I told my promise, like on my bull. It's really key that we drown. And now we still be no ball. So better than your craze, cause the player's a fan. It's one for your germ. It's the ball I sing and learn. I'm a Jack's tracks, then the worst from the door. I was stuck in routines that kept me slow, too familiar with places that stopped my growth. God pushed me out while I had no map, said walk by faith and don't look back. Safe patterns held me but limited me. Comfort felt warm but it weakened me. I kept choosing easy over discipline, but easy roads never helped me win. So God should gather as I tried to protect. He broke habits I didn't want to respect me, and no felt heavy, so I hesitated. But staying the same kept me frustrated. Now I'm stepping out even when I'm unsure. I'm learning that discomfort helps me mature. Every stretch moment builds new strength. God used pressure to pull me ahead.
Out the comfort zone, where God grows me strong. I move even when it feels tight or wrong. I trust His lead when the steps feel long. Growth is harder when I keep moving on.
Stop waiting for perfect timing. God moves when I'm walking and climbing. I used to fear failure more than progress. Now I fear staying stuck in the same process. He told me growth won't feel relaxed. It's built in moments where courage acts. Stretching my faith feels like lifting weight. It burns at first but makes me great. So I step into places I used to avoid. I face assignments I once destroyed. I confront comfort, I break the shell. Growth is on the other side, I could tell. God is shaping me with every push. He removes fear from every bush. I'm learning boldness is allowed in steps. I grow more when I take risks, not rest.
The comfort zone, where God grows me strong. I move even when it feels tight or wrong. I trust His lead when the steps feel long. Growth is harder when I keep moving
I
up.
used to hide when life stretched it apart. Now I lean in, no running out. Growth takes pressure, that's part of the deal. Discomfort exposes what's real. I'm learning to trust God's direction shift. He moves me places I wouldn't pick, but every time I follow His call, new skills rise and no fears fall. Leaving what's safe feels risky first, but staying the same feels worse. I won't let fear decide my pace. I won't let doubt block my space. God trains my confidence in the unknown. That's where new strength gets grown. I want destiny, not security. I choose growth, not what cease.
Comfort zone, where God grows me strong. I move even when it feels tight or wrong. My trust is late when the steps feel long. Growth is harder when I keep moving
I
on.
walk in the rooms I never entered. I speak with strength I never centered. I do the task that once scared me. God's power rises when I'm unsteady. He doesn't grow me in familiar places. He grows me in unfamiliar spaces where pressure forces me to learn, where risk pushes my faith to turn. Comfort keeps dreams in the basement. Discomfort pulls them into place me. I keep stepping even when I'm stretched, because growth is built where faith gets tested. I'm seeing beat no light, soft no lights, and reaches this still. No soul, just placed in the spot. Hit them span, I'm flat, cause the lies place inside. Even with a battle, cause I'm time and felt.
I'm not so sure when God moves me slow. I move even when we feel a fight or wrong. I trust His lead to the stress feel long. I close me this bottle when I keep moving along.
I had habits that slowed me down, I faced them. I had fears that controlled my steps, I'd erased them. I held on to people who draining my peace. God showed me the ties and told me release.
I used to stay stuck, comfort felt safe, but comfort became trapped in the same old space. God pointed to the baggage I carried for years and said, drop it now, it's time to shift gears. I realized growth starts with honest decisions. I can't move forward without a vision, so I cleared my mind, rearranged my focus. Dodging as I barely noticed, this and regret. It's maturity rising and seeing what's real's on the doorstep. But close the door.
Light goes around, I'm tripping like the law. God finally gave me the chance. I'm getting love, wait that cold time getting me from being free. New strength rising, I feel it clearly. I'm stepping out clean and past it and me.
Stop asking for permission to heal. I stop waiting on people to validate what I feel. I stop chasing circles that wasted my time. I stop forcing myself to fit what wasn't mine. The season shows me what I need to release. Not everything broken deserves my peace. Some doors need closing so God can open new. Some people fade out because they're not aligned to you. I don't hate anybody, I'm just choosing growth. I'm choosing purpose, I'm choosing oath. God said move clean, drop with rain. So I let go of weight that lived in my veins. This step is heavy, but it feels right. I sleep better now, I stopped the fight. I feel lighter, sharper, more awake. Letting go gave me room to elevate.
Let go the lover, let's go up as can see. I'm doing the hard way that kept me from being free. Gotta let it all, new strength goes to feed it. It's so speedy. Been talking about it, I feel it clear. I'm stepping out clean the pasties. to me.
I walked away from cycles, I always justified. I walked away from patterns I constantly denied. I walked away from expectations that boxed me in. I walked away from places that fed my sin. Now I'm seeing progress where I used to see pain. I'm seeing clarity taking over my brain. God removed things I wouldn't let go. Now blessings come faster, the flow got bold. I learned separation doesn't mean I'm cold. It means I respect what God foretold. If something pulls me backward, I release it. If it steals my faith, I defeat it. I'm not scared to start again, I'm steady. God rebuilt my heart, now I'm ready. The next level needed a lighter me, so I dropped the weight and found destiny.
I let go of love for your love. Got changed and let the plan change. Don't hold it way that kept me from being free. Hiding myself, feel strength rising clearly from being free. I'm stepping up clearly. You stepping out back here, Steve, clearly.
I'm not holding grudges, that slows my stride. I'm not hiding truth, I'm down with pride. Not replaying scenes that broke my peace. Like no less hope, cause I love now myself. I may not side, I may not blind. And deep I'm right, rhythm man, but I just no star. I'm a young show, count me to the world, you come like gold.
I let go of love for your love. Got changed and let the plan change. Don't hold it way that kept me from being free. Hiding myself, feel strength rising clearly from being free. I'm stepping up clearly, stepping out back here, see clearly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I decided and I'm in it, no more halfway moves. I cut off old cycles, I step what God approves. The past had too much weight, it slowed me down. Now I walk lighter, focusing kingdom bound. Comfort used to tempt me, but it led me nowhere. Fear kept whispering, but I stopped giving it air. I used to second guess the things God showed. Now I trust His plan, that's the road I chose. I'm not running back to I broke my pace. I'm not repeating patterns I already faced. My mind is clear, my direction is set. I move on purpose, no turning back yet. No turning back, God's leading my next step. I'm locked in now, I move with no regret. Forward is the only lane I let myself accept. I follow His direction and my heart with full intent. No turning back, God's leading my next step. I'm locked in now, I move with no regret. Forward is the only lane I let myself accept. I follow His direction and I walk with full intent. I'm done with old habits that stall my faith. I'm done with excuses that stole my space. Every delay taught me how not to think. Now I act quick when God gives me the link. Progress needs choices I wasn't making. Discipline needs action I kept breaking. But now I'm firm, I won't drift or shake. I follow God's pace, that's the step I take. This version of me is stronger than the fear. This version of me sees the vision clear. I'm not rewriting chapters God closed. I move forward with every truth He shows. No turning back, God's leading my next step. I'm locked in now, I move with no regret. Forward is the only lane I let myself accept. I follow His direction and I walk with full intent. I used to compare my path to others. Now I focus on the plan my Father covers. Stop letting opinions change my pace. God's voice is the only voice I chase. I don't want maybe, I want God's goal. Follow His lead even when I don't know. Uncertainty doesn't mean retreat, it means faith, so I step with both feet. I traded doubt for discipline. I traded fear for confidence in Him. The past doesn't get a vote anymore. I'm headed where God opens the door. Turning back, God's leading my next step. I'm locking now, I move with no regret. Forward is the only lane I let myself accept. I follow His direction and I walk with full intent. No turning back, God's leading my next step. I'm locking now, I move with no regret. Forward is the only lane I let myself accept. I follow His direction and I walk with full intent.
The old me wanted comfort, the new me wants growth. The old me hesitated, the new me stays bold. I don't sit in spaces that God moved me from. If He shifted me forward, I don't stay dumb. I'm learning obedience isn't a feeling, it's motion. When God says go, I act with the devotion. Distractions fall off cause I don't engage. My focus is clean, my steps upgraded.
I respect the process God puts me through. Each step forward builds something new. When I move unsure, I move anyway. I trust that God will finish what he displays. Turning back, God's leading my next step. I'm back to not move with no regret. For it is the only lane I let myself accept. I follow his direction and I walk with full intent. Not through no credits on the days that look anything to place. I prompt us to eat, I'm begging, and I'm more dumb it can't for me to be. I guess just feeling in a battle when I'm every day too new. So that's for all the verse. But the time can't grit so woken and I gotta fed. Oh, oh, oh. Every morning I rise, I know where I go. Path is clear, direction shows. I leave behind doubt, hesitation and shame. God's blueprint is strong, I step in his name. I move with purpose, I don't second guess. Every choice aligns with this success. Obstacles appear, but I stay calm. Faith keeps me steady, his voice is my song. I've learned the past doesn't define me. God's future is bigger than what eyes can see. I walk firm, I don't drift, I don't sway. The plan is his, I just obey. Walking into the future, God already made. I trust every step, no fear, no shade. Destiny is said, I walk in his plan. Guided by his hand, I'm a confident man. People talk opinions come and go. I focus on God, that's all I know. He placed the vision, he set the pace. I follow his lead, I stay in his grace. I step over fear, I step over lies. The sky is wide, I'm aiming high. No turning back, no looking around. The future is his, solid ground. I face delays, but I trust his time. Patience in my heart, his plan is prime. I don't rush, I stay in line. Every move deliver, every step define. Walking into the future, I got already made. I trust every step, no fear, no shade. Destiny is said, I walk in his plan. Guided by his hand, I'm a confident man. In his stand, I'm a confident man. In his stand, I'm a confident man. In his stand, I'm a confident man. Long chase trends, I follow the call. God's design for me, bigger than all. Each day a chance to walk my purpose out. Faith in his work I never doubt. I see doors open that only he can unlock. I don't need shortcuts, I don't need to talk. Every step builds, every move aligns. The plan he made is beyond my mind. I've let go of stress, I've let go of fear. The path is clear, the vision near. I stay steady, I don't deviate. I walk in his way, future is great. Into the future, God already made. I trust every step, no fear, no shame. Destiny is set, I walk in his plan. Guided by his hand, I'm a confident man. People around me can't shake my pace. I move in his time and I'm measured in grace. Challenges come, but I face them calm. Every step forward, I'm held in his palm. I don't rush the process, I don't fight the flow. God's future is bright, his love I know. And step by step, his voice leads me on. The blueprint is his, I can't go wrong. I celebrate progress, I don't envy trends. I focus on God where the road extends. Everything he built is strong, secure and true. I walk in his plan, nothing I can't do. Walking into the future, God already made. I trust every step, no fear, no shame. Destiny is set, I walk in his plan. Guided by his hand, I'm a confident man. I keep my eyes forward, I don't glance back. His vision in front, I stay on track. Every day a move, every day a choice. I listen to his voice, I obey his voice. The future's a gift already designed. I don't stress the process, I trust the divine. I walk in his time and I move in his light. He cares, I'm trying to live on the bars and men. Get into the future, God already made. I trust every step, no fear, no shame. Destiny is set, I walk in his plan. Guided by his hand, I'm a confident man.
wake up, eyes open and ready for the day. God's mercy fresh, His light shows the way. I face the challenges, I keep my pace. Faith keeps me steady, I run the race. Step by step, I follow His lead. Daily decisions, He plants the seed. No hesitation, no doubt, no fear. His grace surrounds me, He keeps me near.
I push through pressure, I rise above every small victory. I thank His love. Consistency matters, I stay the course. Power comes from God, not my own force. His grace pushes me on every step I take. I stay strong, no looking back, no pause, no doubt. God's hand guides me, He clears the route.
Obstacles come, but I don't retreat. God's strength within me makes me complete. I focus on progress, not the delay. Every move guided, I walk His way. I learn from failures, I rise again. Every setback strengthens, is part of the plan. I trust His time and I trust His call. His grace lifts me whenever I fall. I stay disciplined, I keep moving. Every choice counts, my life improving. No looking sideways, no comparing past. God's plan for me, it always lasts.
Grace pushes me on every step I take. I stay strong, no looking back, no pause, no doubt. God's hand guides me, He clears the route.
Even when tired, I won't give up. His power fuels me, I drink from the cup. Challenges teach, struggles refine. I keep moving forward, His light is mine. I celebrate wins, I learn from loss. Faith over fear, I pay the cost. Each morning I rise, renewed to win. God's grace in action, I know He care. I set goals aligned with His plan. Every move intentional, I understand. I don't wait for signs, I follow His call. Daily progress matters, I give Him all.
I keep moving forward. His grace pushes me on every step I take. I stay strong, no look back, no pause, no doubt. God's hand guides me, He clears the route.
Distractions, I focus on the prize. God's voice above all, I recognize. I remove what blocks me, I let go of fear. Step after step, His presence is near. Daily habits, prayer and reflection. Everything I do, I seek His direction. Consistency builds, I grow in His way. Faith fuels action, I move every day. I don't compare, I don't envy. I trust His plan, He's guiding me fully. Every morning I press on strong. His grace is steady, it carries me along.
I keep moving forward. Grace pushes me on every step I take. I stay strong, no looking back, no pause, no doubt. God's hand guides me, He clears the route.
Obstacles fade when I stay in His light. God empowers me, strengthens my fight. Daily progress counts, even small gains. Faith in action, break chains and pains. I embrace the process, trust the climb. It's time and perfect, aligned with mine. Step after step, I keep moving. Every moment guided, every word proving. I stay encouraged, I don't quit. His grace lifts me every single bit.